Do a dash, he said. Be funny, he said. So welcome back to part 2 of build my wrecked Porsche 911 Carrera GTS. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I wrestled the dashboard out, fixed the suspension, grinded some parts, broke some parts, spent a lot of money. Hopefully by the end of this video you guys will be helping me out and choosing which way we're going to go with this project. So as I'm a total novice to doing these sort of videos, I've had to drag the car back out, as when I did work earlier in the week on the vehicle I forgot to do an intro, so that's why the car's outside. It's not the reason why the door's off. I'll explain that later in the video, but for the time being, here's how I got on taking the dashboard out. I'm going to start stripping out the, obviously first take off the steering wheel and then start taking out the dash. I've never ever done anything like this before, so this could take a while. I found something else, it's broke. Nice. It could take a while, so basically I'll just do a time lapse on this pic.
It ain't about fake friends. Screw your ex, is such a flake. Forget your great.
So next job, get the steering wheel off. Get that out of the way. After we get the steering wheel off, next part will be taking these trims off. I think we're going to start to try and take these bits off, maybe take some of the air vents out.
No, I'll probably...
Yeah, these.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that one.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, don't like taking these trims off.
Get it with yank.
Oh, that's definitely broke. Seconds into it and breaking stuff.
But everything counts.
Ah, I broke it. Oh.
This ashtray here.
Do a dash, he said. Be funny, he said.
You know when your first dashboard is only a Porsche.
So we've managed to get the obviously the airbag, steering wheel off and the clocks out. The next step what we've done is we've got this bottom part of the dash loose. So see, when you pull it off it sounds dreadful. It sounds like you're going to break something. I have managed to break something so far. We managed to break the surround that goes around the clocks, but I found another one. So there's another part to add to the list. It felt really brittle when I was pulling it off. These little clips, obviously stronger than what I thought. There's a little bit of silicone on it as well, so I don't know if that was siliconed in for some reason. This bottom bit of the dash off now, disconnect that, get that out of the way, and then start removing these trims. Obviously Matt reckons that we're going to need to take the seats out, so I'm kind of hoping we don't. But yeah, we're going to try and get these out, see if we can get the middle console out and loosen everything on this side, take this out, the clock, because I think this is a separate piece, take that out, loosen everything on that side, maybe the glove box. So this is Jamie, aka Fabian. He works for me at Mallory Performance, and obviously, as you can see throughout this clip, without his help removing the dashboard it would not have been possible. So when I came across this medal in the glove box, obviously there was only one person I wanted to give it to, so here you go, Jamie. Thanks for everything. Oh, it's got, oh yes, Fabian. Oh God. Look what I've got for you. Yeah, mate, come here. Oh yes! She's out!
Oh, is that what it is? Well, I'm going to jumble up all these wires.
So, finally got the dashboard out. That was not fun, put it that way. So anyone that's thinking about taking these dashes out, probably just try and find someone else to do it. One of the biggest things that held it on at the end, which I didn't think was going to, was where the airbag goes in the passenger side. So once I released that one, it kind of came out quite easy, and then you just literally got 1,000,001 wires connected left, right and centre, like little ones for the speakers and little ones that run through the top centre. But it's a little wires that took a lot of time as well. I'll show you inside the car. Now it looks very bare. It looks different than what I thought it was going to look. I never took anything like this out before, so I was expecting it. I don't know why. I expected a bit more like soundproof and stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty bare. Definitely not easy to take in and out. So yeah, I think all in all, maybe it took me 3 or 4 hours. So I'm guessing you're wondering why I've got the Porsche one side and a bike the other side. So my plan all along with this channel was to basically, obviously rebuild the Porsche initially, show you some cool stuff that we do at Mallory, some of the cars that you might not ever get to see. You'd be surprised what we do get on the dyno and what jobs we do. And then also, I've always done a bit of racing, so I was going to do some behind the scenes of the racing this year. So this is the bike I rode last year in British Supersport. It's Carrera Motorcycles, and basically they build everything bar the engine on these bikes. So from the frame to the fairings, everything else is all built by them. The bit they don't do is the engine, which is a KTM twin 890cc. It's running about 130 brake, but with it being a twin, it's got quite a lot of torque. My plan this year was to obviously do the rebuild on the Porsche and some of the cars, vans, whatever else. Also, I was wanting to do some footage of obviously behind the scenes of the racing and bits and pieces that you get up to, like testing and the things that go wrong that you never see, and the ups and downs of racing. So that was until 2 days ago when Eddie came in, and unfortunately I lost my ride basically. So I'm sure you're aware, obviously any form of motorsport, especially at the minute, is expensive. So last year, well, for the last year and a half, I've rode for Eddie on the Kramer in British Supersport, and I've been fortunate enough I didn't have to pay for my ride. Eddie and Kramer Motorcycles were kind enough to obviously sponsor me to do it. Whole idea behind it was obviously to try to get some interest in the bikes and sell some. So racing last year was really hard, to be fair. Trying to manage time between running the business, racing, and obviously family life. Obviously I'm very lucky that my wife and my daughter love going to the racing, so that helped massively. And the plan was again this year to do the same. Eddie and Carrera Motorcycles UK can't afford to keep putting the money in, so they need sponsors, which unfortunately I can't get, and as a business, the way things are at the minute, we can't afford to do, as in Mallory Performance. So obviously we're trying to get some other sponsors on board, but same as what we are at the minute, the way things are, it's not the easiest. I mean, I'm sure I'm contradicting myself a little bit, as I bought a Porsche to rebuild, and you might think that, but I'm doing this to try and promote my business, and I've actually started enjoying doing the videos, so there is always that side as well. But yeah, I understand it's hard times, so I thought I'd just show you the bike quickly before we head off and drop it back off at Eddie's workshop. One more thing I just want to say, when I've just told you all that, it's not me moaning or anything like that. I've been so lucky in the past to do the racing and obviously have the business and everything else, so it's not me moaning, it's just the way it is. So obviously I wish Eddie and the team all the best for the upcoming season, and you never know, I might get back on it at some point. On a serious note, I am gutted I'm not going racing. Go and try this on, kids. So I do need your guys' help. Basically, I've got a bit of a dilemma. Well, not dilemma, but I don't know which way to go. So the car's going for paint next week. I cannot miss that slot. So basically today I've got to decide, as this video is going out, I've got to decide which bumper I'm going to go for, because if I don't decide today and order it, I won't get in time for the paint shop. So basically at the minute I've already bought a Porsche GTS bumper, which this car should come with. Obviously this one's a brand new second-hand one, it's already been in the crash. Pretty much the only GTS one I could find at the time. So it's either this option or this option, but a GT3 RS bumper. I don't want people to start thinking that I'm trying to make a GT3 out of a Carrera. I'm not trying to do that whatsoever. It just basically, I like the look of it a lot better. I think the standard GTS bumper is nice, but I think it could be nicer. So that's why I'm debating whether to do it or not. Let me know in the comments. I've already done a poll on Instagram, and it was, believe it or not, it was 51% saying the GT3 RS and 49% saying the GTS. So I really don't know what to do. So finally got some parts arrived this morning. So we've got the lower arm that we can get put on it now, and then also the front wheels just arrived. So obviously when I can get these parts on it now, and then we can drive the car in and out a bit easier than being on the dolly. So first things first, we're going to get her up in the air and then get them parts fitted. Not enough.
Oh wow, that was loose.
Just turn the shaft. Far do you go?
Tight.
Just
tight.
crank it full, like swing it.
Till you round it off.
Yeah.
Definitely the right one, yeah.
I hope so. Everyone stop saying this.
Yeah, I didn't even check against us.
Where's the one that came off?
I did look when it was in the package.
That'll do. Jesus Christ.
I put it off the wrong.
You said tight. Yeah, like a brand new one. So I've got the front wheel on now with all the lower arms and stuff like that, so it actually feels like we've made a step forward today for once. It's nice to put some parts on the car instead of just take them off. So today's job is to get the car into the wrap room now. We're going to get that in here, sorry. It's a lot easier to move about now. Now we've got the suspension fitted, even though we're still waiting for a couple of little bits and pieces. It's easy to move about, so it takes a lot less time than moving it on the dolly. New wheel on there, new suspension. So we'll get into the back into the wrap room and make a start on the dashboard. Not looking forward to doing that yet. There's a lot of wires, obviously what you're going to see. A lot of wires that I could potentially miss and then put it all back together and something not work, which would be a disaster. Don't fancy doing that job 2 or 3 times, put it that way. So we'll get the car in, get started on it, and then pray when I put the airbags in they don't trigger off when I connect the battery back up or something like that as well. That is something I'm worried about. Whether that's the thing or not, I don't know. But yeah, let's get her in. As you can see, current state of the dashboard. Not looking good. Also I need to charge this battery because I'm sick of jump starting it every single time I have to move the thing. This is currently how we have to do things in a minute. I just went to open the valves but realised because the dash isn't connected, valves don't open. Epic fail. We moved into the wrap room, so we're going to get the seat belt out now, and then we had the dashboard and steering wheel airbags collected this morning. They're already ready, so we'll get the seat belt out now, and then when they drop them off we can take them back. So yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that. Literally just took it out to do a little bit of filming outside because I forgot to do that intro, and literally just starting up to take it in and it started smoking a lot. Don't know if you've seen it on the video or not, I haven't seen the footage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Anyways, on that note, that's the end of this video. Check back with us next week and hopefully we'll have some more exciting stuff to show you next week. This week obviously I know it's not the most exciting bits, but from now on is where we're starting to put the car back together, and it's a lot more exciting, even though my face doesn't say so. See you then. Oh yeah, quickly as well, I forgot to say it, as of when I'm doing this video, hand on heart, I never expected anyone to watch the video, and it's done a million times better than I thought. I thought if I got 10-20 views I'd be buzzing. So for what it's got now, so for the views and the subscribers I've already got, I'm buzzing, to be fair. So yeah, thanks for that. Obviously anyone that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe, and then obviously drop us a comment about the bumper, see which way we're going to go. I genuinely do not know what to do. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much, maybe I should just send it. Check back with us next week and see which one we chose.